According to a 2021 study by the American Psychological Association, nearly 78% of adults in the United States reported experiencing at least one symptom of stress due to personal, financial, or work-related challenges. That's almost 8 out of every 10 people. Life, as beautiful as it can be, often comes with moments that hurt deeply. But what if I told you that within that pain lies an opportunity? An opportunity to grow, to understand, and to emerge stronger than before. Hi there. Today, we're going to talk about something that every single one of us has faced at some point in our lives. Pain. Not the kind of pain that comes from a scraped knee or a stubbed toe, but the kind that settles deep within your chest, the kind that keeps you up at night, questioning everything. This is the pain that life sometimes hands us, often without warning and often without explanation. But here's the thing. While we can't always control what happens to us, we can control how we respond to it. So, let's dive into this journey together, exploring what it means when life hurts and how we can navigate through it. The universality of pain, you're not alone. Let's start with this. Pain is universal. It doesn't discriminate based on age, gender, race, or socioeconomic status. Whether it's the loss of a loved one, a failed relationship, a career setback, or even the weight of everyday stress, everyone experiences pain in some form. In fact, a 2019 study published in the Journal of Clinical Psychology found that nearly 60% of Americans have experienced a significant traumatic event by the time they reach adulthood. That's more than half of the population. But here's the thing. When we're in the midst of our pain, it's easy to feel isolated, like no one could possibly understand what we're going through. We look around and see everyone else, seemingly living their best lives while we're stuck in this dark, lonely place. But the truth is, pain is a shared human experience, and recognizing that can be the first step toward healing. The purpose of pain. Why does it hurt? Now, let's talk about why pain exists. It's a question that has puzzled philosophers, scientists, and theologians for centuries. Why do we have to go through difficult experiences? Is there a purpose to the pain? While there's no one-size-fits-all answer, many psychologists believe that pain serves as a catalyst for growth. Think about it. Some of the most profound moments of personal development come on the heels of our most challenging experiences. Take, for example, the story of J.K. Rowling. Before she became one of the most successful authors in history, she was a single mother living on welfare, struggling with depression. It was during this incredibly difficult period of her life that she wrote the first Harry Potter book. In her own words, she said, "Rock bottom became the solid foundation on which I rebuilt my life." Pain, in this sense, can be a powerful teacher, if we let it. The danger of suppressing pain. Why we need to feel it. Here's where things get tricky. In a culture that often values strength and resilience above all else, it's tempting to suppress our pain, to push it down and pretend everything is fine. But here's the truth. Unprocessed pain doesn't disappear. It festers. It manifests in other ways, through anxiety, depression, or even physical illness. A 2020 study by the National Institutes of Health found that individuals who consistently suppress their emotions were more likely to develop chronic health conditions, such as heart disease and autoimmune disorders. So, what's the alternative? It's simple, but not easy. We need to feel our pain, all of it. The anger, the sadness, the fear. It's only by acknowledging and processing these emotions that we can begin to move through them. As the saying goes, the only way out is through. The power of perspective. Reframing your pain. Now let's talk about perspective. Pain is inevitable, but suffering, that's optional. What I mean by that is, while we can't always control what happens to us, we can control how we interpret and respond to those events. This concept is rooted in cognitive behavioral therapy, which suggests that our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors are interconnected. By changing the way we think about our pain, we can change the way we feel about it. Take, for example, the story of Oprah Winfrey. She was fired from her first job as a television anchor and told she wasn't fit for TV. Instead of letting that rejection define her, she used it as fuel to build an empire. She later said, "Turn your wounds into wisdom." That's the power of perspective. It's not about denying your pain, it's about finding meaning within it. The role of community. You don't have to go through it alone. One of the most important things to remember when life hurts is this: you don't have to go through it alone. Humans are inherently social creatures, and our connections with others can be a powerful source of healing. Research from Harvard University has shown that strong social connections can improve mental health, increase longevity, and even boost immune function. Whether it's a trusted friend, a family member, or a professional therapist, reaching out for support is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. As the saying goes, a burden shared is a burden halved. So don't be afraid to lean on others when you need to. And remember, it's okay to not be okay. The importance of self-compassion, being kind to yourself. Finally, let's talk about self-compassion. When life hurts, it's easy to fall into a cycle of self-criticism and blame. We tell ourselves that we should have done better, that we're not good enough, that we're somehow at fault for our pain. But here's the truth: you are human. And being human means being imperfect. It means making mistakes, experiencing setbacks, and sometimes just barely holding on. Self-compassion is about treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a friend. It's about recognizing that you're doing the best you can with the tools you have, and sometimes that's more than enough. Life will hurt. There's no way around that. But within that pain lies an opportunity to grow, to connect, to understand ourselves and the world around us on a deeper level. So, the next time life hurts, remember, you're not alone. You're stronger than you think, and this too shall pass.